All right, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch an obscure little film here called Terror Express. Let's check it out. Our movie starts at a train station, and we see a couple who are about to get ready to go onto a train.
Are you really sure this trip's such a good idea, Mike?
Of course I am. We both agree. Let's not start that again.
The film introduced us to kind of a bunch of cast of characters like a Love Boat episode or something, and then we see them take off. I have a feeling those extras waving there weren't part of the cast. It's a well-known fact that every train has a trio of thugs, and this is our trio.
He bought it. A human is dead. He's our pet corpse. He goes everywhere with us. And we sleep with him, too.
In the dinner car, our trio annoys all the other customers.
Your generation from our generation. If a man is tired of music, he's tired of living. Who was it that said that music is the living proof of the march of time?
Bravo.
Our train also features a criminal who's handcuffed in case he's being transported from some place to another. This train also comes with a prostitute. That's her. She's allowed to stay on the train. One of the train people kind of lets her have a cabin there for nothing.
Right away.
This guy's eager to do business with her.
Aren't you going to count it?
This train features a lot of making out. And they're long scenes, too. Really padding the running time, which isn't long to begin with. And then thug number 2 comes in to join them. She's a one thug man, apparently. But who's gonna get a turn too? Our thugs do their thug thing.
Take him into his compartment. Tie him up. It's my turn now. What's the price?
You can go get it. My night shift is over.
There's also a teenage girl on the train.
I don't want any of you to miss this. Why don't we find out if she's a virgin?
Remember, you said you could unlock these handcuffs with a fork. Let's see you do it. Now.
I'm not sure I want to. I mean, why should I help you get rid of you? That's my problem. Pick the lock. You really want to be a hero. So,
The rest of the film features a lot of fighting. Our criminal has got his handcuffs off. He's anti-thug. He's more or less the hero of the movie. Our hooker with a heart of gold takes a fancy to the criminal. There's a lot of arguing in the rest of the movie, too.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You shut up. Get on your feet. You know what you
The
are?
guys argue with each other as opposed to with the criminals, the thugs.
And you don't deserve the aid you breathe. You let those bastards do it. Why can't I?
This is a man and wife, and she doesn't want him anymore. There's always time for fooling around, even in the middle of a train being hijacked. The making out never ends in this movie. The train starts to slow.
Why is it slowing down?
It's scheduled to stop anywhere until morning.
Apparently it was stopping to let another train go by, which gives people time to get out. For a fight to break out. Between our criminal and one of the thugs, I believe. The fight comes to an end because remember I mentioned how the train was going to be going by? like somebody just got squished. Anyway, our train starts moving again. Although that old lady died, she had some sort of health issues.
Get out of there.
I think our criminal got shot, and then when the thug came to finish the job, he didn't realize that dude had a knife on him. Other than the fact that our criminal and our prostitute are apparently in love. All right, let's talk about this movie, Terror Express. What is this little oddity from Italy? Well, I'm working through all the video nasties, and there were some other movies that were seized by authorities in Britain in the 80s, but weren't actually prosecuted as a video nasty. So I'm trying to collect those too, and that's what this one is, Terror Express. So it was pulled, but not prosecuted. I don't know, whatever. The movie itself, it's an Italian-made film starring nobody that I recognize, although some of the voices I recognize because the English soundtrack, I've recognized those voices as people who have done tons and tons of voices in other works that I've seen. I wish I knew who those people were, just out of curiosity. But anyway, the movie itself takes place on a train. We see a bunch of people get on a train. It's almost like a Love Boat episode. There's a couple, there's 3 thugs, there's a criminal who's being transported by an authority figure of some sort, a police officer or whatever, from one place to another. There's a 16-year-old girl on the plane. Or on the train. There's just an assortment of people that we kind of meet at the beginning. And not a whole hell of a lot happens in this movie. There's a lot of lovemaking, though. There's plenty of that going around. And the scenes, like I mentioned, are really extended. They're long. They tend to take up a lot of screen time. The movie's only 85 minutes long to begin with, but there's a lot of lovemaking in this movie, so there's a fair amount of nudity. There's 3 thugs on this train who decide to basically hijack the train at some point, take it over. I'm not sure what their end game is, though. They assault this prostitute. There's a prostitute on this train, by the way, too. She kind of has an in with one of the ticker taker guys. I don't know what you call those guys on a train, but he allows her to have a cabin on the train at all times, and she conducts business there. I'm guessing he gets a cut. So she's on the train. She ends up getting eyes for the criminal who's in handcuffs, but eventually gets out of the handcuffs. The 3 thugs are basically controlling this train at one point. But again, I don't know what their plot is, what their plan is. It's never really panned out. All they do is, in fact, 2 of them take turns with the prostitute. I don't know what the plan was here. But anyway, fights break out. The rest of the crew, not the crew, the rest of the passengers get angry with each other. At one point, the train stops because they have to let another train through, and then there's a fight outside, and I think somebody got crushed by another train that was coming through. Eventually, we're left with one thug and the criminal, who's now kind of a sympathetic figure. And he gets shot by the thug, but then he pulls out a knife and stabs the thug and kills him. And that's kind of how our movie ends. The prostitute is there, and they kind of like fall in love, I guess. And that's how our movie ends. Just a strange film. It seemed to be virtually plotless, just with some nudity thrown in and some violence. And that's about it. Strange film. Yeah, I'd never heard of this film before. The on-screen title was like Horror Sex or something like that. I don't know. It was really strange. Yeah, odd little thing here. Now, this was put out by Code Red. Again, I never heard of this movie. It's got some special features on here, though, and the quality of the thing looked pretty good. In fact, there's something here called Tales from the Rails, a featurette in Freakorama featuring interviews with cast members. I didn't watch that, but I didn't recognize anybody in the cast, so why would I care? But anyway, it is a pretty cool disc, actually, and it doesn't seem to be all that common out there. I think I only found 1 copy on eBay, so I grabbed it. It was about $30, and but it does seem like it might be kind of rare. So if you're looking for it, you might have to look a little harder to find it eventually. But anyway, it's, I guess, okay for what it is. The picture quality was great. Plenty of nudity, if that's what you're looking for. Plenty of it. So anyway, that's it. Terror Express. I'm guessing nobody out there has seen this movie but me. But if you have, let me know. Leave some comments down below. It's Terror Express. Give it a watch. Bye.